I love Spider-Man. Ever since I was a little kid, I've loved Spider-Man. The humor, the heart, the swinging sensation of flight. Stan Lee had an incredible vision for a character that people of all ages could relate to, and it's unbelievable that nearly 60 years after his creation, he is still at the peak of his popularity. So, now that the entire world is shut down, and I have some free time, I decided it was the perfect opportunity to sit down and replay Spider-Man PS4, and finally give my thoughts on it. And oh my god, this game is amazing! The graphics, the combat, the music. Insomniac Games clearly understands this character, and you can tell all the passion and effort that went into this game. This isn't clearer than with the web swinging. In Spider-Man PS4, your webs actually attach to buildings, and there are real physics and momentum that factor into your traversal. You can dive straight down and shoot a web at the last second. You can slingshot yourself between two buildings. You can run up a wall, web zip over the roof, do a backflip, and go right back into swinging. There's unlimited potential here, and everything feels flawless. The open world Manhattan that Insomniac has created is breathtaking. Too often in these AAA games, we are given open worlds that feel dull and empty. But this world is thriving with life. The streets are filled with cars, there are pedestrians going about their daily lives, there's squirrels in the park, rats in the alleys, and pigeons all over the place. Plus, there are enough side missions to keep you busy for hours upon hours. I mean, come on, look how much shit there is to do. And every bit of this world is perfectly polished. Look at these details on the different suits Spidey has. Look at these buildings. Look at this water. I bet even the people on this boat are perfectly rendered. What the fuck? But the real crown jewel of Spider-Man PS4 is the story. Insomniac doesn't waste any time with a boring-ass tutorial level. They throw you straight into the action, taking down Wilson Fisk, the Kingpin. Because apparently Daredevil didn't finish the job. The first thing you'll notice in this story is that this is a different Peter Parker. He's not a kid living in Iron Man's shadow, a vengeful skateboarding teenager, or even a dorky college student. This Peter Parker is out of college and already an established superhero. Peter works as a lab assistant for Otto Octavius, who is struggling with both physical and mental deterioration. Then there's Martin Lee, with a dual personality and quest for revenge against the Osborns. Aunt May is running a homeless shelter and still a constant support and mentor for Peter. And simultaneously, Miles Morales is mentored by both Peter and Spider-Man. And there's Mary Jane Watson, who's now a reporter for the Daily Bugle, and the will they or won't they story between her and Peter is one of the most captivating elements of the narrative.
Do you remember why we broke up?
This is a trick question, isn't it?
The game takes its time, laying out all these separate stories, and they all collide in an incredibly heartbreaking finale. Because that's who Spider-Man is. He's the guy that can't catch a break. He's the guy that can endure all this pain and suffering, and still remain hopeful, still remain a hero. Because despite all he's lost, he still knows.
With great power comes great responsibility.
Spider-Man PS4 is the greatest Spider-Man game ever created. Spider-Man PS4 is one of the greatest depictions of the Spider-Man character. There's a reason that the Spider-Man fan base is in an eternal debate of Tobey versus Andrew versus Tom. It's because while each of these actors and their respective films are great for their own reasons, none of them completely capture the true essence of Spider-Man. So, Spider-Man PS4 isn't just one of the greatest Spider-Man games ever created. It is one of the greatest Spider-Man stories ever told.